So CPA plus CMA or CPA versus CMA. I'm gonna try and break this down because we are once again getting people who are asking this without really understanding the approach which should be chosen before you choose your financial career. So let me first explain the basics of CPA and CMA, and then I'll tell you all why it might be a good combo for you or not. So first things first, what is CPA? CPA is the US CA, right? It's the Certified Public Accounting Program. The way you have chartered accountants in India, you have CPAs in the States. CPA also applies to other countries like Canada, Australia, Singapore, but we are talking about US CPA. CMA is the cost accounting course of India. So many of you all must have heard that in our parents' time, people in commerce would do either CA or law, and in CA they would do CA or CS or something called cost accounting. That cost accounting in today's era is the most popular one is from US, and it's called CMA, Certified Management Accounting. Management accounting is when you are part of an organization which is large, take Apple or Google like I say in many other examples, and you collect data of numbers in the organization. So if you're an Apple, you'll collect, what is the international average pricing of the iPhone, of the iPad, what is it being sold at, what is the demand, what is the inventory cost, for example. You'll collect this data, understand that how can I reduce the cost or increase the margins, for example, and then present it to your seniors. A very basic way of understanding what CMA is, but this is what you do as a as a management accountant. So that's what CMA is about. So first, the eligibility, as always. CPA, you need to be a bachelor's graduate, and you will definitely have to study something on the lines of a master's, or which in India is MCom as the basic example, or a postgraduate diploma, or you can complete something like a mini MBA, or you can do something on the lines of CA if you're an inter-CA pass or an inter-CA fail or a fully qualified CA. Then you become eligible for CPA. FYI guys, we do train candidates in CPA and CMA. Eligibility and registration is a huge headache for CPA candidates from India. So as long as you're a graduate, forget the masters and the CA part, as long as you're a graduate and you want to pursue CPA, feel free, reach out to us. I'll put the number below. We'll help you with the start to end process. So that's a CPA. The eligibility is a little high, right? You have to be a minimum graduate and then some more. CMA is simple. You can do it post grade 12. That's eligibility. Coming to the academic structure, CPA covers everything that a chartered accountant covers. There are 4 subjects in CPA. You can complete it within a year, maybe a year and a half tops. And that's it. You cover subjects like you would cover in CA. You cover accounts, tax, audit, financial management, costing, which is part of CMA, so on and so forth. But all of the US. In CMA, with the academic structure, it's divided into 2 parts. You can see the subjects on the screen. It's all about, like I was saying earlier, it's all about costing. Think of CMA's academics as a subset of CPA. CPA covers more. One of the subjects covers is CMA, but CMA, of course, is much more in depth. And you need people who are management accountants to really make an impact in large organizations. You can complete CMA within a year. In fact, in less than a year if you'd like to go fast. And that's it. It's relatively less cumbersome than CPA from the studying and the passing perspective. Coming to the scope, CPA is of course recognized worldwide, being a US qualification, and in India as well. You can work in companies like the Big Four. You earn salary packages ranging between 6 to 8.5 lakhs, depending on which company, what profile. You can also work in companies which are US based who have outsourced their finance and accounts to India. So whether you talk about Apple or Amazon, you can work in these kind of companies and they require CPAs who understand accounting of US. CMA, similar. You can work in the Big Four, you can work in any massive organization because they do need management accountants. The salary package again is between 5 to 6 lakhs, maybe 7 if you're in a decent profile, and as your experience grows, so will your salary. Lastly, when it comes to the fee structure, CPA total start when I say around 4 lakhs, maybe between 3.5 to 4.5 if you want to keep a buffer. CMA you can finish in less than 2 lakhs, probably 1.5 to 2. So CMA is relatively cheap. And by the way, these fees include everything. It includes the body fees. CPA body is called AICPA, the American Institute of Certified Public Accountant, whereas the CMA body is called IMA, the Institute of Management Accountants. Both of them are US bodies, so you have to pay the registration fees and the exam fees and the study material and so on and so forth in dollars. And then there is training fees, since most of us would require training. Combined, it's on an average 4 lakhs versus 2 lakhs. I think it's a little lesser for both, but I'm giving you a slightly higher figure. So guys, this is first of all the gist of the two programs. So the first question is now, should you do this in combo? Ideally, most of my videos, I try to explain if there is any sense in doing two qualifications, but here I'm going to go across it at a different angle. First of all, when it comes to whether it makes sense, yes, being a management accountant and then becoming a CPA actually is a nice complementary qualification. But let me tell you more benefits besides just the academic learning that you get from both. First of all, both of them are US-based qualification. US-based qualifications are extremely powerful. There is a lot of value, not just in India and US, but across the world. So being a dual US qualified accountant or finance and accounts person, it's a well-recognized reputation you'll be able to build. Second, the eligibility actually makes it really convenient, because if you take out CMA, you can do it post grade 12 and just takes you a year or so. In your graduation, in your college, you can finish CMA extremely comfortably, pass it in the first attempt, and even actually gain some work experience. You will not only be better qualified, but you will be in a better position to, serve whichever company you're eventually going to start working with. So you can finish CMA comfortably, and then any which ways post graduation, you can most likely apply for an MCOM. Again, reach out to us for the CPA eligibility bit, but then you can apply for CPA, work in it for a year, and then you'll have a dual US qualification in management accounting and chartered accounting, and your entire world of the finance field is open, whether in India or US. So I feel this is the reason that actually pursuing both together might make a lot of sense for a lot of y'all. If you're already a chartered accountant, then don't do CMA. You should just do CPA if your goal is to either upskill or go to the US. And if you are not sure whether you can pursue it, start with CMA. It's a really great qualification. It's not as difficult, but it gives you enough of a boost and a way to launch your career if you haven't started already. So that's the reason maybe doing both might just be the right fit for you. In case I've not covered a scenario which applies to you, reach out to us in the comments. We'll always be happy to help you with more answers. Further, if there's any other video you would like to make, let us know. So we'll make that as well. And as always, do like, subscribe and share.